Don't you join me on? Just search for WJZD Radio Detroit. Are you ready for a change for the better? A positive change that will take us in the right direction? Janice Winfrey, the common sense Democrat running for Congress in the new 12th Congressional District. You know her. You trust her. Whether fighting for democracy or working with you directly, you know your voice will be heard in Washington. Vote Tuesday, August 2nd. Janice Winfrey for Congress in the new 12th Congressional District. A win for Winfrey is a win for you in Washington.
Paid for by the committee to elect Janice Winfrey for Congress.
Eric's I've Been Framed Shop-In Gallery at 16527 Livernois Avenue in Detroit is the official home for the WJZZ official throwback t-shirts, caps, baseball tees, and hoodies. Plus, they've got mugs, magnets, stone tile coasters, refrigerator magnets in every color: black, royal blue, red, purple, white, and more. Eric's I've Been Framed can also make your artistic print a masterpiece with the finest selection of frames. Eric's I've Been Framed Shop-In Gallery at 16527 Livernois between Puritan and McNichols, right across the street from U of D Mercy. Purchase online at www.eric'sivebeenframed.com or call 313-861-9263. Stop by our booth at the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival or at the Detroit Jazz Festival. Eric's I've Been Framed, the home of the official WJZZ throwback tees. Vote for Carl Reed. Go to http://dbma.us. He's one of the most prolific, the smoothest, the most talented singers to emerge from the Motor City. His voice is a blend of where Marvin Gaye meets Smokey Robinson. His style is where the sensual sound combines with steamy, hot dance rhythms. Vote for Carl Reed for the R&B Male Singer of the Year at the Detroit Black Music Awards Sunday, August 7th. Go to http://dbma.us and cast your vote for Carl Reed. Support black music in Detroit. Go to http://dbma.us and vote for Carl Reed for the R&B Male Singer of the Year. Let your voice be heard. Vote in the Detroit Black Music Awards.
You've heard, now listen. WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
Good morning. Hey, Phenomenal Mommy, how you doing? And hello to you as well. I see you watching. You're not shaking your head in, though. That's okay. I know you're probably just waking up. A few of you got your coffee. A few of you just getting out of the shower, getting ready to get your hump day started. And I'm so glad that you started it with us. What's up, CC? How's everybody doing? Well, I figured I'd start it kind of mellow this morning with my man Chuck Mangione. Feels so good. Feels so good to be here with you guys, and we're glad you are here. It's the best way to start your day is with us. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube, Facebook, and of course on the WJZD Radio Detroit.com website. What up, everybody? It's time to get your rise and grind on. We are your number one 24-hour streaming radio station that plays jazz and so much more. Yes, we are WJZD Radio Detroit.com, and this is the Rise and Grind Morning. I'm Don Allen, and this hour we're going to check out a bunch of your favorite music. Yes, we're starting out with Chuck Mangione. Feels so good, doesn't it? It sounds pretty good, too. Morning, Janae. How you doing this morning? Welcome to the Rise and Grind. This hour, we've got music from Orange Lake Drive. We've got music from Paula Atherton. Sergio Mendez will be with us. Incognito will be with us. Brian Simpson, Boney James, and Rick Braun, just to name a few. This is how we get your day started. Yes, started all smooth. And we might hit a few speed bumps along the way, but that's okay. That's okay, because we've got each other's back. I've got yours, you've got mine. Let's get this thing started. Let's get this Wednesday started. We are going to have a great day today. So get your coffee, get a bottle of water. You know me. After I get off here, I'm heading toward the gym and get my sweat on. One of my official Get My Sweat On t-shirts is with me. I'm wearing Kelly Warren. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning. Let's see. Plus, we've got your Memory Pleaser on the way. And I played it before, but I love the song so much. And I know you guys really, really like the song that I'm going to play as the Memory Pleaser. You guys don't have the version that I have. I have a special extended version of the memory pleaser today. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it speaks for itself. The second you hear the first note on the memory pleaser, you're going to be like, whoa, that's the jam. Linda Wilker Jackson, good morning. Former Henry Ford High School alumni of mine. Yeah, go brown and gold. Got to say what's up to Sig Irby this morning as well. And we've also got a hot topic of the day. And this one, you guys, the hot topic is going to be deep. I mean, it'll make some of you want to look back into your family lineage, and perhaps it may answer some questions about yourself. Okay? So I want you to stick around for that. We've got about 58 minutes worth of music and conversation and all that good stuff to go. So I'm going to take my time. First, you know I got to say good morning to my healthcare heroes over at Banner Medical Center in Mesa, Arizona, and, of course, right here in Detroit at the Detroit Medical Center and Henry Ford Hospital. Thank you all. To all of our firefighters, police officers, EMTs, and, of course, the most underrated, underappreciated, but most dedicated workers out in the workforce. They have worked through government shutdowns. They have worked through pandemics. They've worked through every storm imaginable, winter, snowstorm, tornadoes, everything. I'm sending love out to my TSA officers from coast to coast, because if they're not there, don't get on the damn plane. That's right. Oh, my goodness, everybody. Also, I want to say good morning to some of our loyal listeners, like Susan Johnson. George, we call him Pookie Cherry. That's my brother. Marie G. Briand up in Canada. Good morning to you. Good morning, Beverly Hinkle. Andreas Fierro down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Charles Earl. Stephanie Armstrong. Jesse Wiley. That's my buddy Jesse. I remember, I got to tell you a quick story about Jesse Wiley and I won't tell you the circumstances under which we did this, but I will say, yeah, you do. I'll get back to you in a second. Good morning, Corey. Me and Jesse were going through a rough patch, not between each other because we were always going to be friends. We grew up together. And I was depressed, he was depressed, but he had my back, I had his. So every evening, we'd sit in his basement and play backgammon. And we would do backgammon games back to back to back to back to back to back. A couple of times we actually sat in his basement from like 5 in the afternoon to like 5 in the morning. 12 hours of nothing but backgammon. It would be scores like my 87 to his 97. And then he would win all one day and then I'd win a lot of them the next day. Because E. Flat is with us this morning. Good morning, E. Flat. You guys, if you haven't heard DJ E. Flat spin, you get your opportunity August 12th and 13th at the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival. He will be alongside yours truly. Oh my God, Mauricio Duduzio is with us. How are you? All the way from Italy. Thank you so much for joining us. Larice Parker Dixon, good morning to you as well. This is the Rise and Grind Morning, and I am your man, Don Allen. Got to say good morning to, like I said, Jesse Wiley. He calls himself Detroit. Detroit lives in San Antonio, Texas. Michelle Mercer Taylor is with us this morning. Also, let me get my, I had to flip the page. Hold on. Also want to say good morning to Elisa Smith. Big Anthony Henderson down in Kansas City. Alex Allen III, also a Henry Ford alumni. Patricia Boykin and Carl Reed. Got to say those names together. That's husband and wife. Got to say those together. Uh-huh. Got to say what's up to Boss Lady. She's texting me. I hope she's watching. She had to go out and take care of the business. She's doing her part. Greg Beasley is with us. Harry, my favorite things. Harris is with us this morning. Good morning, Tommy Wilson, all the way over in Los Angeles. Mauro Reyes, my partner in crime out of the GTW. Duryea Summers, Walt Miller, Cynthia Hamilton Thomas, Kim Craig Thompson, Richard Griffin, Tina Hawkins, Roz Merriweather, Tanya Johnson, and, of course, Gary the Shot News Hunter. And if you want to know what's happening politically or just big events, find Gary because he'll be the one behind the camera in the suit, okay? But, yeah, Gary Hunter and the Shot News, good morning to you. Welcome, everyone, to the Rise and Grind Morning, the best way to start your day. Before we get into any of the hot topics and all of that good stuff, everyone is still talking about Keith McAllister's birthday party at the Rooster Tail. And another true story, this happened to me yesterday, okay? I'm at the airport. You guys know I work at the airport. No big deal. And I'm talking to someone, and a passenger walks past me, and he stops, and he turns. He was like, "Excuse me." And I was like, "Yes, sir." And he was like, "You don't happen to do any DJing, do you?" I was like, "As a matter of fact, I do." And it blew my mind, and it blew his mind. He was like, "I'm from Dallas, so I don't really know the area that well. I'm heading back to Dallas now, but there's this place downtown, and it's called the Tail something. There was a big party there Saturday." I was like, "Oh, the Rooster Tail." And yes, that was me. He was like, "It was you." Oh, man, I had a great time. It was phenomenal. I've never been to anything like that, and I had a fantastic time. And I am so pleased that he had a great time. Everyone, this was a party, the epic party of the year, bar none, okay? If you were not at the Rooster Tail on Saturday, I'm sorry to keep rubbing it in your face. Go to my Facebook page and look at all the pictures. It's crazy. I mean, everybody, Keith is a, 5-star guy, and he's upscale. So on his birthday, he wanted all the gentlemen to wear black ties, white jackets, black slacks after 5, you know what I'm saying? And Detroit showed up, Detroit showed out. I was privileged and really honored to be chosen as the host and the MC for the entire event. Me and DJ Outcold, Steve Outcold Tucker, he provided the music. Now check this out. The band, the house band for the evening was Lakeside. It's All the Way Live. Fantastic Voyage Lakeside. Them, yeah, it was off the chain. Keith Washington shows up. He's singing. Carl Reed shows up. He's singing. Ollie Woodson from the Temptations, his daughter was there. She was singing, and just a host of celebrities and socialites. We'll call them socialites. They came out, and we had a great time, So, I mean, it was fabulous. So I'm sorry if you miss it. What up, Cassie? How you doing? That's my right hand. That's my little sister right there, Cassie. And we've got another surprise coming up for you guys because we have a new member of the WJZD radio family. Yes, we do. We have a new host on the Artist Spotlight. Her name is Jeannie Lyles. And I think Jeannie missed Cassie. I think Jeannie missed her call, and she should have been doing stand-up. She is so cool, and we are so happy to have her. And we are also getting another young lady ready for a talk show. Her name is Carolyn Brown, the better half of Corey Brown. Yeah, Mrs. Corey Brown, or Mrs. Carolyn Brown. Corey ain't important. He's just a husband. He gets to pay for stuff, like me. Yeah, but Jeannie Lyles, get ready. She's the new host of the Artist Spotlight. And then we're going to do a roundtable podcast on the website. You ladies, it's going to be deep because it's going to be all ladies. It's going to be Jeannie Lyles. It's going to be Cassie Patrick. I think it's going to be Boss Lady and Carolyn Brown. And when those ladies get together, well, look out. It's going to be incredible. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what their topics will be, but I'm definitely tuning in because it's going to be funny. It's going to be some drama. It's going to be some serious conversation. It's going to be everything across the board. Okay? So look out for that. I don't even know what they're going to call it. But the idea came up to us at a meeting the other day, so that's how we're going to do it. Dr. Lori. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about Dr. Lori. Thank you, Cassie. Dr. Lori Tucker will be with them as well. So it's going to be a ladies' roundtable. And they're just going to talk about everything. I mean, from high prices to inflation, all of that. So it's going to be a fantastic time. But look for Jeannie Lyles as she comes at us with her first interview very soon. I believe she's going to be interviewing Paula Atherton. Paula Atherton, which you will hear from right after the Memory Pleaser. It's all fitting in together. It's beautiful. I like it. But we are getting ready for so many different new projects. We're excited. We'll be working with the Detroit Pistons. Steve Sully Sullivan is with us. I'm impressed he's up this early, because Steve is like the hardest working man at the airport. If Harry is the mayor, you must be like a senator. Get your coffee, get your water. This is the Rise and Grind Morning. I'm your man, Don Allen. Got my coffee and I got my water. Getting ready to get out of here at the top of the hour. I'm going to the gym, baby. I am. Remember, you guys remember when I started this journey, this weight loss journey and physical fitness thing? Well, just to bring you up to date, I started at like 210 pounds. I weighed 210 pounds. I am pleased to announce that I am down to 189 pounds. 189 pounds. I feel great and I look good, and I'm happy with that. I changed my diet. No more red meat. I'm done with that. No, you the man, Sully, because you introduced me to Flamin' Hot Cheetos. It's an inside joke. I miss that guy. Yeah, but I changed my diet. No more red meat. I do chicken, I do fish, and occasionally I'll do turkey, but it's only on my days off because turkey makes you sleepy. So I eat a lot of spinach. Spinach is on everything. I do a lot of veggie wraps, and I feel good. What can I say? From 210 down to 188, it's quite an accomplishment. I am not done yet. I want to get down to 185, somewhere between 184 and 186. Then I'm comfortable. Okay? I can probably pull that off within the next week or so. Kill 3 pounds. Boom. After that, if you recall, I said I was doing it so I could my brother gave me a suit. It's a very expensive, very sharp suit. And back then, I could not get into it. I did try it on about a month ago, just for giggles. And I was able to do it without no problem. The suit buttoned up perfectly. I was like, I'm gonna lose a couple more pounds. When I do it, unfortunately, I did not take any pictures of me before, but there are tons of pictures when I'm being fat on my Facebook page. So go back and look at the fat pictures. I will soon start taking photographs of me thin with a tighter T-shirt on, so you guys can see. I'm not pulling my shirt up so y'all can see the six-pack. That's not appropriate. Okay, so and if you want to do it, you can. You can. What up, though? DJ Mellow Mike is with us this morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind. It is Wednesday, halfway through the week, guys. We're going to get it in and get it done. Okay? We're going to get it in, do it. We're going to do it in a positive manner. I want you to just smile at somebody today, okay? Just say, what's up? How you doing? Are you feeling okay? And they'll be like, yeah, I'm fine. I hope they'll say that. But they'll, just look out for somebody else today. The music you're checking out in the background, that's music from Detroit's own Orange Lake Drive. It's called Transcend. And I've been doing my best to find this group. I think the band broke up a while back. And it's sad because it was one of my favorite bands in the whole world. These guys are awesome. They were just like phenomenal, But yeah, stick around. We're coming up after the break, which is right after this song. We'll play your memory pleaser. Then we're going to jump right into our conversation. Our hot topic for the day. It's going to blow your mind. I'm going to give you a little hint. Have you ever wondered why something that happened to you has happened in your family when you look back over your family lineage? For example, give you an example. Heaven forbid your parents grew up in homes with divorce, where divorce was prevalent. So they divorced, their grandparents divorced, and you got married and you got divorced. And you look back on your lineage and you're like, you see a pattern here. Okay? So they perhaps, lacked a clear picture of what a healthy relationship looks like. This is a negative example. Your parents developed unhealthy relationships and habits and passed them on to you. And you look back and you say, wow. So we're going to discuss generational curses. That's what we're going to call them. Let's call them. No, Mike, don't you flash anyone. I saw your comment. We're going to talk about generational curses. Why do you constantly eat all the time, or if you, examples, I'm going to give you some examples. You got a violent temper, and your parents and your kids are developing, bad tempers. Good morning, John B. We're going to be talking about generational curse and how we can fix it. It's something that's been breaking up families for generations. It's time now it stops right here, right now. I mean, you'd be surprised if you have you ever did that family tree thing on television where they look back into your family? Well, I did. Actually, I know a person that does that. And I paid her some money, and she looked back on my father's side and my mother's side. And come to find out, I had a wild family. Yeah, it's fascinating to me. So, and I'm looking at a lot of you guys, and I'm like, my mom and dad divorced. You know what? And although your grandma and grandpa might have got back together, if you look back on their lives, that might have not have been their first spouse either. Okay? So, let's look back on it and examine, take a look at ourselves. Because when you look back at your history, you look at yourself. We'll be right back with more of your favorite music on WJZDRadioDetroit.com. Good morning.
A positive change that will take us in the right direction. Janice Winfrey, the common sense Democrat running for Congress in the new 12th Congressional District. You know her. You trust her. Whether fighting for democracy or working with you directly, you know your voice will be heard in Washington. Vote Tuesday, August 2nd. Janice Winfrey for Congress in the new 12th Congressional District. A win for Winfrey is a win for you in Washington.
Paid for by the committee to elect Janice Winfrey for Congress.
Eric's I've Been Framed Shop-In Gallery at 16527 Livernois Avenue in Detroit is the official home for the WJZZ official throwback t-shirts, caps, baseball tees, and hoodies. Plus, they've got mugs, magnets, stone tile coasters, refrigerator magnets in every color. Black, royal blue, red, purple, white, and more. Eric's I've Been Framed can also make your artistic print a masterpiece with the finest selection of frames. Eric's I've Been Framed Shop-In Gallery at 16527 Livernois between Puritan and McNichols, right across the street from U of D Mercy. Purchase online at www.eric'sivebeenframed.com. or call 313-861-9263. Stop by our booth at the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival or at the Detroit Jazz Festival. Eric's I've Been Framed, the home of the official WJZZ throwback
Listen to
tees.
what people are saying about Sleep Sense from Common Sense Wellness Worldwide.
That's my favorite product. I go to bed and I put it under my tongue, enjoy the taste, and boom, I'm gone within probably 10 minutes. And it's like all of a sudden it's morning and you wake up refreshed. It's probably the most incredible product I've ever experienced.
Sleep Sense is one of my favorite products I've ever taken in my life. The results are so immediate. The very first night I took it, I slept the best I've slept ever that I can remember. I've dealt with a lot of anxiety, nervousness, depression type issues my whole life. And so I find that I can lay down and in just moments I'm asleep. It feels like I'm eating a Jolly Rancher candy while I go to sleep. I started sleeping through the night.
If you have trouble falling asleep or sleeping through the night, now you can experience the best sleep of your life with Sleep Sense from Common Sense Wellness Worldwide. Go to WJZDRadioDetroit.com and click on the sleep banner. That's WJZDRadioDetroit.com. Click on the sleep banner and enjoy the best sleep of your life.
Go to http://dbma.us. He's one of the most prolific, the smoothest, the most talented singers to emerge from the Motor City. His voice is a blend of where Marvin Gaye meets Smokey Robinson. His style is where the sensual sound combines with steamy, hot dance rhythms. Vote for Carl Reed for the R&B Male Singer of the Year at the Detroit Black Music Awards Sunday, August 7th. Go to http://dbma.us and cast your vote for Carl Reed. Support black music in Detroit. Go to http://dbma.us and vote for Carl Reed for the R&B Male Singer of the Year. Let your voice be heard. Vote in the Detroit Black Music Awards.
WJZD Radio, Jazz from Detroit.
Y'all ready for this? I know you're ready for it. This is your memory pleaser. I love this song. This is a very special song because it's remixed. It's not the same one you got on the CD or the album. It's a lot longer. And listen to the changes. This was given to me by DJ E Flat, who will be the DJ at the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival. Along with me, I will be your MC, along with Carolyn Clifford from WXYZ Channel 7. We're going to do it again out in Southfield. And I hope you guys will be there. Bring your folding chairs. Bring your lawn blankets, you know. Yes. This is a jam, right? Oh, man, come on. Everybody turn this record. Turn this one up. Just turn it up. Hope you got a Bluetooth speaker. Come on. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Brazilian Rhyme. The remix. Here we go now. Do mad shouts out this morning. Mario's Limousines. He gave me a discount card, so if I ever want to get a limousine, I get a discount on it. Mad shouts out to him. His birthday was the same day as Keith McAllister's birthday, and he was at the party too. Got to say what's up to Donna Spice. She is a radio talk show host, and I believe she's down in Ohio. I met her at the Keith McAllister party. And people were handing me cards left and right. I got them scattered all over the place. I got to get them together and call everybody and say, hey, what's up? This is how we start your Wednesday morning. Mad shouts out. Gotta say what's up to Janae. I know she's dancing somewhere. If she's at work, if she's at home, I don't know. Oh, this is an exclusive version. I didn't know that. Thank you, E-Flat. J-Dub is with us this morning. Good morning. How you doing? What's up, John B., Phenomenal Mommy, and Maurizio D'Annunzio, all the way from Italy is with us this morning. You can actually check out Maurizio tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course, here in Detroit. And he does his jazz house mix like none other. This man is a bad man. I just had to check out the vibe on it. You know what I'm saying? I could drive my car all the way to see Maurizio with this plan, okay? Classic Earth, Wind, and Fire, Brazilian Rhyme, the remix, exclusive version for DJs only. And of course, for radio stations with a lot of jazz. We are your number one 24-hour streaming radio station that plays jazz and so much more. And we thank you for your support, because without you, this doesn't happen. Listen to this song and wish I was running through the woods of Wakanda somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get down to business, guys. We're talking about generational curses. You know, why is it what's happening to you in your life, or at some point in your life, and when you look back at your family, the same thing keeps happening over and over and over again? We're going to look at those, and we're going to ask ourselves, how do we break the curse? You know? E-Flat said his song got him ballrooming in the middle of his workflow. I mean, this is it. This song does it for me. But yeah, let's get down to business, you know. Let's break some bad habits. First things first, when you're speaking of generational curses, where did they begin? You got to go back. You got to look at your family. You got to go back. And if you have never taken a strong look at your family tree, number one, you don't know where you came from. Number two, you don't know what the curse is. Number three, you don't know how to break it. So it's vital. We always looking at ourselves and we're blaming other people for our problems. Your problems start with you, okay? They start with you. Everybody's got problems, and it's up to us as individuals to resolve those issues. So, if you've got a problem and, let's say hypothetically, a drinking problem, and your family has had a drinking problem, and your grandparents had a drinking problem, and their parents before them had a drinking problem. How do you resolve that? First of all, you have to identify the problem. If you've got a bad temper, if you're a wife beater, or if you're a husband beater, because wives beat on husbands too, and husbands take that crap. Hey, you hit me, I'm hitting you back, okay, first and foremost. I will not put hands on you. You're not my child, but I'm going to tell you put hands on me, it's on and popping. That's my rule. Let 5-0 come and sort it out. But before I do that, now, my temper, I have a really fiery temper. And before I lose it, I separate myself from a problem. And it took me a long while to, do that. I'm telling the truth. And now, if I get into a dispute, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, I'm out. Before this gets real ugly, I will leave a situation. And it's best to do it that way. When I look back at my life, I'm like, it's on. Come on, let's do this. Come on. What's a number, space, and opportunity? Let's make it happen. And after you think about it, violence is will never be the answer to resolve any issue. So I just made a change in my life and decided, I'm like, okay, yeah, you win, I lose. Say whatever you want to say about me. They hated on Jesus too, and and I turn and leave. But it's important that you look back on your family. CC is my family. He is part of my family. And he knows more of my dad's side of the story than I do. It's amazing to me. And my brother on my dad's side, because my mom and my dad weren't married, my brother on my dad's side has taught me so much. It's been amazing to me, and it's eye-opening. And it tells me a lot about myself and my behavior patterns. So, if you ever want to know why, if you're a chronic liar and you want to know, you don't mean to hurt nobody, but you need to know why all this has happened. Look back on your family and look at their behavior patterns. If you don't know, go find somebody that's old in your family. And it's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy. Yeah, it's not going to be easy because you, in many cases, number one, our history was decimated from back in the days of slavery. You guys know the story. They were destroyed, artifacts and writings, and back in the days when we were brought to this country, our ancestors were brought to the country, we were forbidden to have any because we were property. That being said, our ancestors outsmarted them because when your great-great-great-grandparents were born, somebody always had a Bible, and if you always look in the Bible, you see, well, so-and-so was born on this date, weighed so many pounds. Now, the funny part about that is they weighed them like this. Well, about 4 or 5 pounds. Yep, okay, write it down. And that's how they weighed them. So it's challenging to find out what our lineage is truly like. You probably may or may not be able to go further back to the days of Africa, when we were in Africa. That's going to be a challenge. If you want to do it, I'm sure you can. You can find out what region, what tribe, and all the rest of that. And I'm almost 99.9% sure that if you go back as far as you can, you will see a similar behavior pattern in your family lineage, because you don't just everything that you do, you're not an original. Let's face it, it's been done before. It's been done. Oh, I'm the only one that did this. No, you're not. I'm not the only one on the air right now. I'm not the only one that's doing streaming. I'm just a little better at it than a lot of people. And the Lord has blessed me with a team and a family of people who can help. Phenomenal Mommy say, hit that like button. That's right, hit that like button, baby. You know, the Lord's blessed me with such phenomenal team, and new members are with us now, and we're just continuing to flourish and grow. So when you stop, and you will eventually stop, and you may or may not like this topic of discussion, but it's always something to look better. Look at yourself and make yourself better than you were yesterday. I ask you this every day. At the end of my show, I'm like, be a better you today than you were yesterday. And it's going to be hard because you were really the bomb yesterday. You know, so why don't you take a deep look at your families yesterday and take a look at them. You might be surprised at what you find. You know, you might have a lot of answered questions. You might have, resolve a lot of issues with yourself, with your family, so you don't make the same generational mistakes moving forward that your family made when you look back, okay? You can't change the past, but you can damn sure change the future, okay? Let's get it done, And I noticed a lot, I may have lost a lot of people, but it happens, I'm not going to trip. A lot of y'all was like, I ain't listen to that. That's some crazy stuff right there. My daddy wasn't no liar. He wasn't no wife beater. And everybody got some secrets, some skeletons in their closet. If you don't want to admit them, you just turning your back on yourself. I don't care. I ain't perfect, and I never claim to be. And every time I think I'm perfect, I try to go down to the Detroit River and walk right over to Canada, and I'm not taking the bridge or the tunnel. You stick your foot in the water, you sink. That means you're not perfect, okay? This is the Rise and Grind Morning. Looking forward to hanging with you guys at the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival in Southfield, August 12th and 13th. Wait a minute, I got to tell you who's going to be there. I got to tell you guys who's going to be at the Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival because it is going to be off the charts. Incidentally, did anybody win the Mega Million? I didn't check to see if I was a gazillionaire yet, and if I'm a gazillionaire, trust and believe, I won't be here on Friday. The Kimmy Horn Jazz Festival, August 12th and 13th. On the 12th, it'll be from 6 till 10:30 p.m. On the 13th, it'll be from 3 in the afternoon until 10:30 p.m. I will be there at both of them. Me and DJ E-Flat, we're going to be there. He's going to provide the music between the band sets. And me and Carolyn Clifford will be there to bring the bands on stage. Check out oh my God, this is going to be awesome. Randy Scott will be there on Friday. Scott Grinnell will be there on Saturday. Michael Brock, me and this guy go way back, and he is smooth. He is a crooner. He's going to be there on Saturday. Daryl Beebe will be there on Saturday. Leslie Deschazor also on Saturday. And Leslie, I had a long conversation with her. She is a violinist, and she's as smooth as silk. In talking to her, I was like, your voice, it's really smooth. And if you're not careful, you'll fall right into it. Just like how she plays. She plays very smooth. Okay? That's Leslie Deschazor. She will be there on Saturday. Demetrius Neighbors appears Friday. The Satin Dolls. They will be there Friday as well. And Kimmy Horn takes the stage on both nights. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes John B. But first of all, let's see. Phenomenal Mommy said, man, I haven't heard anyone winning that lottery since COVID-19 hit. Government making sure they get their money back. You ain't lying. Ain't nobody getting that money. John B. says, some of it comes also what happens during the pregnancy, such as food and drink. That is very true, and that food and drink statement you made, John, that could have been prevalent in your mom, your mom's mom, your mom's mom's mom, and so forth. Your grandmom, great-great-grandmom, she took a little sip, and there are even, when you look back at your family tree, right down to the things that we were eating back in the day. Your grandmama used to give you this when you were sick. and your grandmama used to make you eat this every other day. Said it was good for you. You know what I'm talking about. That's my best grandma impression. It's going to be $1.2 billion with a cash option of $650 million. Oh my God! It's finally capped $1 billion, a lottery. Man. Oh, we're going to have another talk show on the lottery, because they could actually take some of that money and do a lot of good with it, you know. Oh, Phenomenal Mommy is chiming in. First of all, John B. Sent me. See, John is like my investigative reporter, you know, and he says it's going to be $1.2 billion with a cash option of $650 million out the door. Whoa. Now, why would? Here's my question. What reason, what's the benefit of giving all that money to one individual? I mean, you give it to me, and I guarantee you, yeah, I'm going to buy a nice house, a couple of them. I'm going to buy some cars, a couple of them. I'm going to take care of my family for life, a couple, you know, all of them. I'm going to take care of the staff here at WJZD because they have earned it and they are family. But that's still going to leave a gazillion dollars sitting in a bank somewhere. So what I would do with it, I'd give that crap away. You know, I'd give a lot of it away. I mean, you don't need $650 million cash money. Get out of here. Get out. That's stupid. You know, what they need to do is take some of that money and start doing some good with it. But you best believe the government getting theirs. Turn the other cheek. Let's see. Oh, you're talking about Phenomenal Mommy said, and cell memory is also passed on. Let's not forget witchcraft. Okay. I ain't going to go there with witchcraft. You know, because I don't believe in witches. I don't believe in ghosts. And, you know, society has gotten the world so amazed and enamored by the Walking Dead TV shows and garbage like that. I mean, it's not the dead people killing people. It's the folks that are alive that are killing people. That's the truth about it. You know, so I don't worry about dead folk walking around like, you know, like they in a Michael Jackson video. I'm not worried about them. Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Cece says, what happened to turn the other cheek? You know, I don't get that one, see. But I would give a lot of that money away, you know, and the government is, the fact that they allowed this to get this huge, we want it to be the biggest one ever. And guess what's going to happen in a couple of years? It's going to be another one that's going to be bigger than this one. And what they're doing is making one billionaire and a bunch of other folks making them poor, because you realize there are people out there that are spending their last dollar in efforts to become super wealthy. That's stupid. Take some of that money and spread it around. You got people all over this country that don't have a roof over their head, don't know where their next meal is coming from, haven't had a hot bath in weeks, you know, and yet you're going to give a gazillion dollars to one person. Can somebody explain the sense in that? You know. Uh-oh. Mommy going to send me some proof about witchcraft. Don't be sending me no stuff that's going to turn me into no frog or nothing like that. John B. says there's such a thing called fatal alcohol spectrum disorder. Indeed, there is. You know, that's why I drink Cabernet. But I have cut back. I've cut way back on my alcohol intake, you know, and that all the sugars that were in there are part of the reason why it was challenging for me to lose weight. Wait a minute. Cassie says, Don, you're doing great. Do your thing. In your past, it's a radio personality. Somewhere in my past, I think I was a radio announcer. Matter of fact, it was. Ever since I was 16, and I heard Donnie Simpson and who else? As I grew up, I met the guys at WDRQ because I'm going to tell you guys a quick story of how I got hooked in the radio. I used to take the 8-mile bus from Henry Ford, get off right at Rutherford, and WDRQ was right there. You know, so I'd go around the back and, you know, we'll get to that one in a second, Phenomenal Mommy. I'd go back and look through the window at an angle, and I could see the back of the guy's head and all the equipment, and I could hear the music, and then it would go silent. That means he's getting ready to get on the air, or he opened the mic up. And then you'd hear the music banging out again. I'd wave at them as they're coming out, and they'd wave. And finally, they gave me a tour of the building. And long story short, I ended up getting a job there as the phone operator. You know, the request line operator. That was my first job in radio. And fast forward to, I worked in rock and roll radio. I worked in hip hop radio. I worked in adult contemporary radio. I worked in jazz and every freaking format imaginable all over the country. And it's been a fun ride, and it's just continuing to go. All right, now let me get back to Phenomenal Mommy. That's enough money to put a dent in the homeless population. A lot of people with degrees are jobless and homeless. Indeed. Ooh, let me put that one up. I like that one, Phenomenal Mommy. That's the truth right there. She said it. That's enough to put a huge dent in the homeless population. You could buy a couple of old, dilapidated, rundown buildings, apartment buildings, and just put homeless people alone in it. You know? You could do that. Instead, no, we're going to give it to one person. Ooh, money is the root of all evil. Cassie said, I used to hang out with my cousin Wade, Butterball Jr. Oh, yeah. And I remember meeting Wade and the guys over at WCHB and WJZZ before I even got in the radio, I met those guys. And to show you how God is, the guy who I was DJing with at the time introduced me to Terry Arnold, and who became the CEO of JZZ, and he hired me. So it came full circle. It's phenomenal. But yeah, we're talking about this gazillion dollars, $1.2 billion. Yep. Cece says, let me see. Butterball Jr. was the master. Yes, he was. And you know who comes right after him? Electrifying Mojo. Mm-hmm. And so we're going back and forth in two different conversations. This is challenging. Phenomenal Mommy says, money only magnifies the true nature of the person. I disagree. Because I'm going to be fabulous. I'm going to be real with you. Really fabulous. I would like to think that I would not let the money change me, as a person. As a matter of fact, I would love it if there were a way that if I wanted, you guys would never know. You'd be like, okay, Don moved, and only a chosen few would know, being realistic. Yeah, I'd still be on the air in some remote location so you guys couldn't find me. Only a chosen few knew where I would be. And I wouldn't turn into a recluse or nothing like that, but I'd have to move away. You can't live in your hometown and be the winner of $1.2 billion. You got to leave and never come back. Yeah, you can come back to visit periodically a few years after. Wow, that was deep. You can come back and visit a few years after you won it, but you can't go back to the hood, and say, hey, what's going on, man? They'd be like, that's that dude who won that $1.2 billion. Get him. And it's the truth. It's the sad truth. Everybody is not going to be happy that you have pockets full of money, and they're going to try to get it from you. What's his name? Alan Allman. He used to be late nights at WNIC, and Alan used to talk like this. He'd get on his microphone, he'd turn it all the way up, and he would just say things that were really smooth and really relaxing to hear. Well, he wasn't talking like that in real life, but that's how he was on the air. He did. Okay. The thing about Alan, he said, one thing about rich people and dealing with rich people, Don, is you got to find out who's got the money, then you got to figure out how to get it from them. And those are true words. They are haunting words, because in certain people's mind, getting the money from them means doing them bodily harm or physical harm, so if I hit, it's like, goodbye, I'll call y'all later. You know, you won't see me. Oh, you know I'm gonna buy you one, Cassie. I'm gonna buy you two of them, in case you can keep one in the garage in case one get dirty. CC said he's about to look at his tickets. I think now I threw one in the garbage. That's the one that's the winner. Cassie said, if I win, will I buy her a Mercedes G700 white fully loaded? I'm going to get you a Maybach and have somebody drive for you, okay? That's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. The company car will probably be made by Maybach. You know, everybody gets one. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Everybody's getting a car. You know, but I would take care of family. I give everybody a nice chunk of change. And Phenomenal Mommy said, I done took care of a bunch of people, and once they get some bands, they don't know me anymore. Yeah, and that's the truth, as have I. I relate to you strongly on that one, Phenomenal Mommy. I have taken care of so many people. And reciprocation will not come. That's the sad part about it, you know, and it is what it is. With me, money come, money go. You make money, you don't let money make you. That's why if I hit it, yeah, I'm going to disappear, but I mark my words, I'm coming back, and I'm coming back with gifts for a lot of people. Will it be everybody? No. I would like to make my mark if I were to hit something like that by like doing something for the homeless, doing something for single parents, single moms who just did the thing too soon and became a mom, and now they have nowhere to go. You know, I'd like to take, you guys ever been on the Boulevard in Grand River, the old YMCA building that's closed now? I'd like to take that building, secure it, and make it available to single moms who don't have anywhere to live, you know. And in that building, you would put some classes so they can get their skill set together and help them find a job out in the working sector. And they got 3 years to do it. You live there rent-free, and no, your boyfriend cannot come in. He can't even help you carry the groceries in. No. That's the only stipulation. There will be no men spending the night at all. Yeah, I'll be running it like a dormitory, but you know how folks get. Oh, well, you know, Kenny, you think I could come in there and spend the night with you? No. That's how she got in this mess. Fools like you. Now, for the men, we'll do the same thing. We'll find, you know, some housing for them and help them get some skill sets together so they would have an opportunity to get out there and make an impact in society, you know? Wait a minute. Phenomenal Mommy says, yes, if you live your life believing everyone has the same heart as you, you will live a life full of disappointment. I don't look for, you know, funny thing about that, Mommy, I don't look for the gratitude in that matter. All they got to, if I do something nice for you, all you got to do is say thank you. That's it. I'm not going to throw it back in your face because I do nice things for people because I want to do nice things for people. I don't do it so I can go back and say, I did this and I did that and I did. No. I do it because it's in my heart. You know, the Lord gave to me, so allow me to give to you. Okay? That's the way I roll. Listen, guys, this is the last song of the hour. We've had a nice little conversation. 1.2 billion. Good Lord. We've got 3 minutes, and then I'm getting ready to get out of here, get to the gym. I got to get some sweat on my body. And looking forward to seeing you guys at the Kimmy Horn Jazz Fest, August 12th and 13th. And I think we've got something coming up on the 14th, too, if I'm not. Well, we'll look into it. Anyway, make it a good day on purpose. Do it with some authority. Be the reason somebody smiles today. Okay? You know, and say, look at somebody else and say, hey, how you doing today? You doing okay? Everything good? You know, tell you what, if it's not, you can always talk to me. I'll just shut up and listen. I'll be your sounding board. That way you can just get it out. Okay? Because sometimes you just need somebody to just listen. And don't be judgmental. Don't give your damn opinion. They're not asking for your opinion. They just want you to listen while they vent. You know, and be that person. That's what friends do. That's what family is supposed to do. They're supposed to be there for each other. So we will be there for you, and you'll be there for us. We'll all do this together, okay? Make it a great day on purpose. Do it with authority. Be the reason somebody smiles today. Be a better you today than you were yesterday, okay? How come I'm the only one touching that like button? You know why? Because of the fact that everybody's watching on different platforms. That's what it is, Mommy. I'm going to show you guys what Mommy said. How come I'm the only one on you touching that like button? Peace and blessings to you as well, phenomenal Mommy. Also having a daycare. That's a good idea, John. You know, so we're all going, when I win the money on Tuesday, you know, I'm going to hook all y'all up. Have a great day, everyone. Make it a great day. And remember to make each and every day count. You know who we are. We are WJZD Radio Detroit.com. Have a great day. Got to hit that gym. Thanks for watching.